First question I have to ask. Has he been a little bit unbearable lately since he got the whole Pac-12 championship game analyst?
Next question. No, like we're so excited for him. Like obviously that's what he wants to do and stuff. So seeing him actually being able to fulfill that and go to Las Vegas and be on there with all the broadcasters and whatnot, it's a great experience. But we told him he has to shout us out at least once or find some way to get us in there. I don't know if he will, but it's exciting for him. But yeah, we won't hear the end of it for sure.
I know maybe a little early still at the bowl game. Do you kind of have an idea of what's coming next in terms of where your career's headed?
Yeah. I'm planning on coming back. I think, one more year here is what I want to do. I want to finish out as a Coug, finish where I started. So yeah, really looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a great last one. So yeah.
What's kind of maybe the last thing you guys want to prove this season in the bowl game? Obviously, you don't know who you're playing yet or where you're going, but obviously, you know you're going to a bowl.
Yeah, I mean, we look at the history of Washington State. Only 14 teams have finished with 8 wins. We want to be that 15th team. We don't want to get a participant, ring. Those suck. You want like a championship winner ring. So that's the goal, and really just to solidify what we are as a team. That's resilient. And at the end of the season, even though we had a really rough patch in the middle, we can finish the season strong, even coming off of a really big heartbreaker from last weekend. So we're just really excited to get out there one more time with everybody on this team and finish out strong.
You've done a few of these bowl preps. At this point, before the selections come out and these practices, what's kind of the emphasis in these practices, and how do they change compared to regular season practices?
I mean, these practices are big on the young guys. It's extended reps for them. It's getting used to being out there more often, and getting some one-on-one coaching that maybe during the year they don't necessarily get because they'll be down on a scout team or whatnot. It's huge for their development. I think any bowl practice you can get is huge because that's extra days those guys are developing. And at Washington State, development's huge for our team and our later success. So having those guys have that extra one-on-one time and really honing in on their fundamentals during this period of time. And also for the older guys to get their feet wet into some coaching. Being able to coach up the younger guys a lot and have less wear and tear on the body going up to the bowl game is huge for us.
General, but rounding up everything you guys did as a defense this year, what do you emphasize in going into the bowl game? What do you think needs most cleaning up, and then what made you most proud about what you guys were able to accomplish this season?
I think the biggest thing going to the bowl game is make sure everyone's doing characteristic things. I think one thing we noticed in film was a lot of guys doing uncharacteristic stuff that we've seen earlier in the year. That was a big emphasis. So just getting back to what we know how to do and not trying to do too much or going outside what we know how to do. And this year, I think it's been a testament because there's been times where we've been challenged on defense. There's been games where it hasn't been, sharp in all areas, but I think there's a lot of resiliency. I think there was, a lot of growth in that. And I think, overall we were very disruptive, and I want to keep that going on going forward, into next year. And I think everybody on this defense knows what we're capable of. And, we're going to lose some pieces like Dayon, and that's terrible because, he was a great player here, but we know he's going to be fantastic on Sundays. But, I think we have the foundation to where the next person that comes in, next man up, is going to do the exact same things. Thanks, man. Awesome. Appreciate it. Hi, Mom.